Dave Rennie begins building new All Blacks coaching team as Tana Umaga set to join the process of assembling a new coaching team for the New Zealand National Rugby Union team has begun in earnest, with new head coach Dave Rennie reportedly moving quickly to bring trusted figures into his backroom staff. Among the most notable names expected to join the setup is former All Blacks captain Tana Umaga, who is widely regarded as one of the most influential figures in modern New Zealand rugby. Rennie, who was confirmed as the successor to Scott Robertson last week, faces the enormous task of preparing the All Blacks for the next international cycle. With the first tests of his tenure scheduled for July, the 62-year-old is eager to establish a strong and cohesive coaching group as quickly as possible. Reports from One News indicate that Umaga is one of the key figures Rennie hopes to recruit as part of his new coaching team. If confirmed, the appointment would reunite two men who have long-standing ties within New Zealand rugby and share a deep understanding of the All Blacks culture and expectations. That Rennie moves quickly after taking charge. Rennie's appointment as head coach marks the beginning of a new chapter for the All Blacks. The experienced coach steps into the role following the departure of Robertson after a disappointing campaign that ultimately triggered a comprehensive end-of-season review. For Rennie, the immediate priority is ensuring the All Blacks are ready for their upcoming international commitments while also laying the groundwork for the next Rugby World Cup 2027. With the global tournament set to take place in Australia, the next few years will be crucial in rebuilding momentum and restoring the team's reputation as a dominant force in world rugby. A significant part of that process involves building a trusted coaching staff capable of implementing Rennie's vision for the team. Throughout his coaching career, Rennie has often relied on a close-knit group of assistants, people who understand his methods and share his rugby philosophy. This approach appears to be continuing with the All Blacks, as the coach looks set to bring in individuals with whom he has worked successfully in the past. Tana Umaga, a legendary figure in New Zealand rugby. Few names carry as much weight in New Zealand rugby as Tana Umaga. The former center was one of the defining players of his generation and served as captain of the All Blacks during a memorable period in the mid-2000s. Umaga earned more than 70 test caps for New Zealand and was widely respected for his leadership, toughness, and tactical intelligence. His influence extended far beyond his playing career, as he later transitioned into coaching and mentoring roles across the rugby world. In recent years, Umaga has been working with Moana Pasifika in Super Rugby Pacific. He took charge of the franchise in 2023 and has been instrumental in shaping the identity of a team that represents Pacific Island talent within the competition. However, his current contract with Moana Pasifika runs until the end of the ongoing Super Rugby season. That timing could allow him to join Rennie's All Blacks coaching team later this year. Once his commitments with the franchise are concluded, for many observers, Umaga's potential appointment would be a significant boost for the national side. His understanding of elite rugby, combined with his experience managing diverse playing groups, makes him an ideal candidate for a high-pressure role within the All Blacks environment. A coaching reunion years in the making. The possible collaboration between Rennie and Umaga is not a new connection. The two have crossed paths several times during their long careers in New Zealand rugby. One of their earliest links dates back to the early 2000s when Umaga was playing for the Hurricanes and Rennie was involved in the coaching structure in Wellington. Their professional relationship from that period helped build mutual respect that appears to have endured over the years. Both men also share a reputation for strong leadership and for developing players who thrive in demanding environments. Those qualities could prove invaluable as the All Blacks attempt to evolve their squad while maintaining the standards that have defined the team for decades. If Umaga does join the coaching staff, he would bring not only technical knowledge, but also a powerful connection to the history and legacy of the All Blacks jersey. Neil Barnes, also expected to join Umaga, is not the only experienced coach reportedly set to join Rennie's backroom team. Another name strongly linked to the setup is Neil Barnes, currently involved with Taranaki rugby team. Barnes and Rennie previously worked together during a highly successful period with the Chiefs. Their partnership helped the franchise achieve remarkable success, including consecutive Super Rugby titles in 2012 and 2013. Those victories established the Chiefs as one of the dominant teams in the competition and highlighted the effectiveness of Rennie's coaching approach when supported by the right staff. Barnes brings considerable international experience to the table as well. During his coaching career, he has worked with several national teams, including the Canada National Rugby Union team, the Fiji National Rugby Union team, and the Italy National Rugby Union team. That breadth of experience would add valuable perspective to the All Blacks coaching group as they prepare for increasingly competitive international tournaments. Rennie's preference for trusted allies, the potential appointments of Umaga and Barnes illustrate a pattern that has defined Rennie's coaching career. He tends to surround himself with people he knows and trusts. Building a successful international team requires more than just tactical expertise. It demands clear communication, mutual trust, and a shared understanding of how the team should operate on and off the field. Why bringing in coaches who have previously worked with him, Rennie can establish that dynamic much more quickly. The upcoming season will leave little room for experimentation. The All Blacks are expected to begin their test campaign in July and will need to hit the ground running if they want to regain momentum after recent struggles. Having experienced assistants who already understand Rennie's systems and expectations could make that transition smoother, Jason Ryan said, to provide continuity while several new faces are expected to join the coaching team. At least one member of the previous setup appears likely to remain. According to reports, forwards coach Jason Ryan is set to stay on as part of Rennie's staff. Ryan previously worked under both Ian Foster and Robertson and has developed a strong reputation for his work with the All Blacks forward pack. His retention would make him the lone survivor from the previous coaching regime following the end-of-season review that led to Robertson's departure. Keeping Ryan involved could prove crucial for maintaining continuity within the squad. The All Blacks have built much of their recent success around the physical dominance and technical precision of their forwards, and Ryan's influence has been central to that approach. That support from Sir John Kirwan, the idea of retaining Ryan, has received strong backing from former All Blacks legend John Kirwan. Speaking on the Rivals podcast, Kirwan emphasized the importance of maintaining some continuity within the team's coaching structure. He argued that sweeping changes across both the coaching staff and playing squad could be risky at such a critical stage in the World Cup cycle. According to Kirwan, Ryan's positive evaluation during the review process made him an obvious candidate to remain in the setup. Continuity, he explained, is vital when a team is navigating a period of transition. The All Blacks are unlikely to introduce an entirely new group of players all at once, meaning experienced members of the current squad will still form the core of the team. Preparing for the next Rugby World Cup, the ultimate objective for Rennie and his new coaching team will be success at the 2027 Rugby World Cup, with the tournament scheduled to take place in Australia. The All Blacks will be determined to reclaim rugby's biggest prize and reassert themselves as the sport's dominant force at a new era taking shape. While official confirmations are still expected in the coming weeks, the early signs suggest Rennie is moving decisively to shape his coaching team. Bringing in respected figures like Tana Umaga would send a powerful message about the direction the All Blacks are heading. It would also reinforce the importance of leadership, culture, and experience within the national setup. For New Zealand rugby supporters, the formation of this new coaching group represents the first step in a broader